one of a handful that will likely determine whether it's Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. Good evening, I'm Sean Maroney.
And I'm Sharon Tazwell. Donald Trump making 2 stops in North Carolina today. One for a private fundraiser in Charlotte, the second at a rally in Kinston, an area still recovering from Hurricane Matthew.
CBS North Carolina's Michael Hyland was with the Trump campaign tonight in Lenoir County.
Before the rally, several of Donald Trump's supporters we talked to said they wanted him to stay focused on policy issues. And during this speech, he largely did. He talked about reforms he wants to make in D.C. and went after the Obama administration for rate hikes announced this week under plans of the Affordable Care Act.
Yay for Trump.
Ahead of Donald Trump's rally in Kinston,
I don't know why anybody would vote for Hillary.
several of his supporters had a message when it comes to Donald Trump's messaging.
Talk about the policies, straightforward all the time.
This rally at the Kinston Regional Jetport was Trump's second appearance in North Carolina Wednesday.
In 13 days, we're going to win North Carolina.
He talked about job creation and also highlighted the news this week that premiums on the federal exchange under the Affordable Care Act are expected to increase 25% next year.
What a disgusting situation. And it was no good. It was no good the day it was conceived.
He made no mention of the recent controversy over women who've accused him of inappropriate sexual contact. Instead, he outlined what he's calling his contract with the American voter, vowing reforms in Washington.
I want the entire corrupt Washington establishment to hear and to hear and to heed the words I am about to say.
Among the proposals, term limits in Congress.
And we are going to drain the swamp.
He actually started his day in D.C., promoting his new hotel. He drew
This is don't you find it to be very interesting how people are so, well, what's the word? Gullible. You know, they'll believe, hey, the scripture said, matter of fact, I need to go there first. It said the simple believe every word. Hey, first and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone of whom I learn from each and every day. Healthy shalom to the brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. Now, let's go here. All right. Yeah. The simple believe every word. See that? And really, honestly, it stems back to not having an understanding of the Bible, okay, and being easily distracted because it's Satan's devices, man. And and again, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is the one who is doing the blinding. A lot of people don't understand that. The elder Manat Zakbar, he put out a video, with this guy talking about, I don't understand this and that. Well, you just don't understand. And there's a reason for that. Proverbs is a reason for that. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah did it. There's many scriptures we could go to. Matter of fact, let me do this. Start a timer for 4 minutes. All right. There's many scriptures that we can go to. I hope that took. I don't know if it did or not. Telling you, Romans 11 and verse 7, the election has obtained it and the rest were blinded. This is precisely why the men at Great Millstone continually harp on this is only for the elect. That's what the scriptures is talking about. That's why people are blinded and they can't understand it. They don't have the eye salve and they're not going to get it. Not on this side. Proverbs 14 verse 15, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going, right? Simple scripture, okay? So let's move on back up here, because if they could, they would deceive the very elect. That's why it's imperative that you understand exactly what's going on now. Please excuse me. Call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. I'm getting better. But on my travels, I had to, travel just a little bit and see, different parts of, the North Carolina. That's where I'm at, right? And the people are through, man. Jake is through. We already knew that. We Baruch 3 and verse 8, we're yet to stay in our captivity. But, just speaking with the brother, man, he brought it to my attention. And I'm seeing it, and he's seeing it, and we're all seeing it. The hopeful elect, we seeing it, okay? That everybody's finished, man, and there's more and more so-called Edomites out there that are poor and trodden down and homeless and shit, drugged out. This place is through, but at the same time, what are they doing? I showed you just a couple clips, quick clips, in a fair use. All right, you got old Donnie boy Nero, right? And he's proven himself to be Nero almost each and every day. He's getting ready to burn Rome again, Rome 2.0, aka Babylon, right? But you got old Nero talking about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and it's the same MO. The Democrats and the Republicans, the plebeians, and shit. Salakia, I forgot. Somebody please correct me on the comment board. All right? It's two wings of the same bird. It's the same shit. I mean, for instance, you look on the dollar bill, they've been told you exactly what they're trying to do, and this is what they're doing. Now, you talking about drain the swamp and this and that, and it does the complete opposite, but that's the MO of Esau Edom, man. He lie in wait to deceive and sets traps and snares, but the simple believe every word. This is Matthew 24 and verse 24. This is red letters, Yahweh Shai speaking right here, who the world ignorantly calls Jebus. For there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. And that's why the scripture reads that way. It was written down that way because it's not possible to deceive the very elect. But the simple believe every word. All right? That's why you got a nation divided which cannot stand. It's also in the scriptures. You got people running to and fro in the streets, and it's gonna get worse. You got Jacob's trouble, and all that. You got Northern Kingdom being deported. All right, at an alarming rate out of a country where never mankind dwelt, where it belonged to them in the first place. But really, it never belonged to us. This place was built as a prison house for the Israelites. All right, and that's that. Let's go here. Through his policy, he caused what? Craft to prosper. And everything you see on the television, everything you see that them doing, and he's going to drain the swamp, and then he brings in the so-called, which he's not, the richest man on the planet. Does that make any sense to you? All right? And it seems to me that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has pitted these people against each other. Hey, he's the master chess player, and it just keeps working, and it keeps working, and it just keeps working. Why? Because it's prophecy. This is what we are to stay occupied in. It's prophecy. Because we see it happening. And it's going to happen. The scripture said, it didn't say it might happen. It said it's going to happen. It's infallible. Daniel 8, verse 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and shall magnify himself in his heart. That it goes back to that word lob, which is your mind. All right, and by peace, what peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, Yahushua, the chief cornerstone. All right, but he shall be broken without hand. He shall what? Broken without hand. The scriptures go into it and tell you that, in his fullness, in his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. He's not going to be able to perform his enterprise. And again, it's right there on the dollar bill. You see 48ers, the same ones who own all the banks, those central banks that have basically enslaved everyone. Remember, they call everyone debt slaves, even their own people. All right, which are Edomites. The head tribe of the Edomites is Amalekites, man. Okay? All right, the same people that came out of what? Germany. Now, again, I briefly mentioned the scripture, the book of Sirach 39 verse 1. And what does it say? It says, stay occupied in prophecies. Was it prophesied in our scriptures, in our manual? Huh? Was it prophesied that the southern kingdom, which is, Yahweh, right, would come from Germany and go straight to the homeland by a Balfour Declaration? No. It didn't say that, but it did say through his craftiness, through his policies, he shall cause craft to prosper. And everybody's back in their lot. So we truly believe this is Nero. This is Trump promised to drain the swamp. He did the opposite. All right. That's Esau's MO. You know, it's also prophesied that in the end times, who's going to be ruling the earth with a rod of iron? All right. Who's going to be ruling the earth, causing craft to prosper through his policies? You know, who said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation in league with themselves. The scriptures never said Babylon was going to be in league with the Ish people. Salakia, with the southern kingdom. No. We were supposed to prophesy against many countries and kingdoms. And this is the last time. All right, President candidate. This is a long time ago. That's why I played that clip. It's 2015. He talking about drain the swamp, and make America great again. Woo! We all know what that is. All right. And you know, I'm sort of all over the place. We know what that means, man. They want to perform their enterprise. And what comes along with that is what? Digitizement, if that's a word, of what? The money. And that's going to bring along the MOTB, the microchip. That is the mark of the beast. You see? And who's up there in the White House who's arguably is the president or the CEO of this corporation, which is called America. Who is it? The so-called richest man on the planet? That's an immigrant from South Africa. In the meantime, you know, these Edomites are kicking out Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters. Which land were they on this land in the first place? So that swamp he's talking about draining. Hey man, he made this swamp a goddamn lake. He made the swamp a damn ocean, man. Okay, but the simple believe every word. Second, and again, I was briefly going into it. If those 48ers, okay, man, that came from Germany, man. Okay, so who really won the second woe? Think about it for a moment. And you got these puppets talking about Mustache Man. You know, he wasn't wrong, was he? Go back and look at what he was telling these Edomites. He said, don't do what you're getting ready to do because you are taking God, Yahweh's people, his silver and his gold. He said, don't do that. It's not going to turn out well for you. Okay? So really what he was doing is trying to help Edomites. Okay? And that whole thing, you know, about the Auschwitz and whatever, there wasn't even 6 million people there. I'll leave that right there where it's at. 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And that we's talking about the elect, the enlightened ones, right? The real true Illuminati. All right. The children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Verse 6, therefore let us not sleep as others do, but let us watch and be sober. What? Watch. See it? Stay occupied in prophecies. Look at what's happening. For they that sleep in the night and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the city be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith, which is a gift, and love for your brethren, right? And for a helmet to the hope of salvation, which is impacting who? The elect and no one else. Simple and plain. Ooh, I could keep reading there. That's fire. It's fire right there. All right. So I typed this in again, you know, briefly talking about these 48ers, man. They Germans, they Edomites. Okay, through ad nauseum we went through the Ashkenaz and they Edomites, man. They downright dirty, just Edomites, and that's all they are. Now, are some of our people mixed up with them? Of course, absolutely. Remember, the Israelites have been scattered to the four corners of the earth. And we're going to come looking like every other nation. Okay? Let's read this. German officials identified 48ers, all right, because, that's what they are. All right. Residing in the. How did the Germans know who was, it says Ish, right? Well, the scriptures tell you and give you identifying marks. Again, look no further than the book of Deuteronomy 28th chapter. All right. And look further because it's all over the scriptures. It said you shall know them by their fruit. All right. And it's whoever's going through these curses and fits these curses to a T, that's got to be the Israelites. Oh, my goodness. All right. And see, Germany through normal records. Right. And then who created these records? Created by a modern state. So they just come up with things and just say, whoop, there it is. See, that's us because we always kept records. We always remembered who we were. Well, the scripture said, you shall discontinue from your heritage. It's another strike. See, they use census records, tax records, synagogue memberships, parish records for converted. See, you hear this? For converted ones. Routine but mandatory police registration forms for the questioning of relatives and from information powered by neighbors and municipal officials, man. So in other words, that's all a bunch of bullshit. That little paragraph I just read is all kinds of bullshit. Matter of fact, here, let me show you this. When I say the Germans won, damn it, they won. Well, we got. Let's see. Let's do this. It's been a rash of this, right? What's it? Steve Bannon. See what he's doing, right? You see what Steve Bannon's doing, right? See? That's easy. That's easy to see that. Let's go here. Let's just go to images. This is impromptu. All right. You got Steve Bannon. And who else? CEO. Let's see. CEO. What? Look, hell, it's all. Look. What we got? It's CEO of a major ass company. He doing the same thing. You got Elon Musk doing the same thing. You got DJ Trump doing the same thing. All right, and and put this in your mind's eye for a moment. These are the same people that say they are with the JEUUs. Well, of course they are because they're all German. Starting to make sense, huh? 28, verse 28. The Lord Yahweh shall smite thee with madness and blindness and with astonishment of heart. This is talking about the Israelites. Verse 29. And what does this read? And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. Who is that explaining? It damn sure ain't explaining these cats. It ain't them. They're not in trouble as other men. Remember? It ain't explaining them. Hey, bear in mind, I just went into it. They say this guy, which he's not. You got people behind the scenes that, hell, he's a puppet. With that, he's really got chicken scratch when it comes, well, he got a lot of money. I'm just saying, when money ain't shit. But it's really chicken scratch when it comes down to the world stage and the real wealth, man, which in fact is slaves. And that's what's up. See? Craftiness, man. All right? Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. You see that Eve is all over. Hypergamous is than a mug, right? All right? And another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof. See that? Thy ox shall be slain before thy eyes, thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored unto thee. See that? Thy sheep shall be given unto thine enemies, and thou shalt not have none to rescue them, man. See, and it goes on and on and on and on. All right? Only oppressed and spoiled forevermore, man. That's what's up. I'm closing out right here. These people are nothing more than a bunch of Edomites, man. And that's it. They're a bunch of damn devils. And they're getting ready to try to perform their enterprise. And that's what's up. Huh? Colossians 2 and verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. See? after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. All right. So the simple do believe every word, but they cannot deceive the very elect. And that's what's up. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kodash. Yet again, double honors to the men, the apostles, and the elders at Great Millstone, of whom I learn from each and every day. And that's 100% truth. And you can't fake this shit either. Okay? That's 100% truth. The understanding that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai has given us is one hell of a gift, and don't squander it. So hopefully this was edifying. All right? Every chance you get, you chant this place down. Kwam Yasharallah, that's Rise Israel, and a Bible ball. Boom, Shalom.